and bienvenidos everybody. My name is NittPicc. If you don't know who I am a flutist and a music educator who enjoys all types of music. It's the holiday season, which means we're going to be exploring some holiday music. I'm excited today because we will be checking out a classic called Dolci Jubilo, okay? This is usually a song that is sung around the Christmas holiday because it is actually a traditional Christmas carol. The version we're going to be checking out is by Mike Oldfield, which before today, I didn't know who he was until the person in the Discord channel who suggested this to me for the holidays mentioned that his song, Tubular Bells, was featured in The Exorcist. And then I looked it up and I was like, oh my God, that's the main theme to The Exorcist. So I thought that was kind of crazy. Really cool. Really cool. Anyway, I'm excited to get to this, but before we do, if you like the channel, please like and subscribe. If you want to check out more, there's some links down in the description below for my Discord, as well as my Patreon, where you can check out extra content, free content, and anime reactions if you're into it. So without further ado, let's get to it. Yay! Aww. So regular recorder and soprano or sopranino? Okay, before we go on, because we've added a lot of instrumentation as I sit here and listen to it. So let's talk about what we have here. So obviously we have guitar, and I'm assuming this is either a bass or another guitar. The quality of this video is very old, so I can't see everything, but I'm not exactly sure. But we have guitar, and then we have I think it's a soprano recorder, and then we have a sopranino in this square. We get piano over here. This is a synth, and then we get our Kortholt here, which the only reason why I know what this is because the poster in my Discord channel told me what it is, because if I didn't know what it was, I would have assumed immediately that it was a crumb horn. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the Kortholt and the crumhorn are very similar instruments in that, like, a crumhorn looks like it's shaped like a letter J, but both the Kortholt and the crumhorn have a double reed inside of a reed cap that goes on top of it. So it kind of looks like a recorder mouth opening, but there's no whistle opening. So when you blow into it, it vibrates that reed. So you get this kind of buzzy sound. So back in the day, they called them the crumb horns. I remember our college professor used to call them the buzzies, because I actually used to play in a Renaissance ensemble and I played tenor recorder and I loved it. It was a lot of fun. I wanted to play one of the crumb horns, but only the double reeds had the opportunity to play that. So I love that this is a very fast and lively version of Dolci Jubilo, and it's quite beautiful. I love the interpretation. You know what? No, we're going straight back to the beginning. Yeah, that is a bass. Love the ornamentation happening in the soprano recorder. Isn't the buzz from the Kortholt quite a lovely texture to the sound? It's almost comical. Like, what's so beautiful about this is that it's such a simple, like, this song in my head, because, okay, let me explain why I actually love this a lot. So, a lot of Christmas music has there's a lot of beauty to me wrapped in a lot of the Christmas music, especially like the religious. A lot of the songs are based around the birth of baby Jesus, and a lot of those songs are really, really pretty. Even I don't really care about the context so much as like the notes, like the way the music is built. And In Dolci Jubilo has been around for such a long time. Like, it's a traditional Christmas carol, and it was macaronic, meaning it had more than one text, because there's words to this song, right? And a lot of the times it was mixture, or most of the time, I think the original setting is German and Latin. So I think there is an English translation version of it, but I believe the most popular version of In Dolci Jubilo is Robert Purcell's version of it. And I know Bach has a chorale based on it as well. It also, I believe, Michael Praetorius has versions of this as well. So it's a tune that's been used for a long time, and it's cool that Oldfield himself is part of that world now. But anyway, I want to go back before the buzzy, the Kortholt is added, because it just adds a nice little texture to it, a little crunchy, a little, like, it's meant to sound buzzy. Because we get a more airy. And I love the little scale gliss in the octave. And that's a big Kortholt. Sapernino's added, and we have the synth. Even the addition of vibrato on the recorders is beautiful. Snare drum? Electric guitar? Orchestral synth? Okay, in my brain, I would have been like, where do you go from here? Okay. And I'm stopping it because I know that there's like a whole other minute left. And in my brain, I'm like, oh my God, he's reached the climax. He might as well end the song now. I just love that I was not expecting the snare. And then the addition of the electric guitar. I don't know why I thought, I was like, ooh, adding electric guitar would be a little too much. And it's not. It just feels like you're adding a voice to the whole thing. The orchestral synth is quite lovely. This is all him and one other person, I believe. Look, if this doesn't like feel Christmassy to you, I don't know what else does. Because like I'm sitting here drinking hot chocolate from my Iron Man mug, if you can't tell, I'm an Iron Man fan. And like listening to this makes me feel like I am experiencing Christmas. Would have had no idea this would have worked all together. Love the accent and the snare and the tambourine. Ooh, lovely retardando at the end. Okay, what I love about this is the fact that what Oldfield did here was he branched the old. Like guitar has been around for quite some time, even if it has been around in a different kind of form. So like one could say a lute is a style of guitar or a bodhran is a style of guitar. But like the guitar has been around, like a stringed instrument that was strummed or plucked has been around for a while. But the concept here is the branching of the old and the new. And it's taking a, by the way, if you don't know what in Dolci Jubilo means, it means in sweet rejoicing. And I like to think that the holidays is a time for rejoice. And what better way to celebrate rejoicing in the holidays with branching the old school style of music with the, I guess, mostly acoustic instrument, instruments besides like the bass, with that soprano recorder, the sopranino, and the Kortholt. But then on top of that, we jump into the synth orchestral piano plus electric guitar, and they all blended really well at the end. It was actually quite very, very lovely. I do suggest though, if you've never heard the King's College of Cambridge sing in Dolci Jubilo, I would go listen to it at least once. It's a very different setting. It's vocal, and I don't know, it warms my heart during the holidays. But this, I have never heard this before, and I'm glad I have now because it's going on my Christmas holiday playlist. It's so cute and so pretty and so well done. And it's very simple, but beautifully simple. And it's kind of the beauty of music sometimes. Even if it's just purely simple, it's really pretty. So awesome. I'm glad this was shown to me. All right, as usual, I like to continue the conversation about music, so let me know what your thoughts are about In Dolci Jubilo or about Mike Oldfield himself, because this is the first time I've ever heard of him, and I had no idea that he was the composer of the Exorcist theme, or really was he composed that song and then they reached out to him, or at least that's what I researched. So it's interesting. I think it's interesting that he composed mostly instrumental music, which you don't have a lot of that, I feel, or at least in my experience, I feel like a lot of popular music, I don't feel like, am I wrong? No, that's an assumption of mine. I shouldn't assume that a lot of people don't like listening to instrumental music, especially not during the holidays. It's a time of celebration. So anyway, I would love to end with a question, and here is my question for you. Would you rather get one big gift, or would you like lots of small ones? I don't know how I feel about gifts sometimes. I actually prefer to not do gifts during the holiday season. I am an awkward gifter or gift receiver. When someone gives me a gift, I always ask the person giving the gift, do you want me to open it in front of you, or would you like to wait till I open it later? Because I'm one of those people that if I give you a gift, please open it not in front of me, please. I don't know why. I get like embarrassed, and my thing is like I love giving gifts to people, but I feel awkward receiving them because I don't ever feel like I'm worthy of them. I know, weird. But anyway, let me know what those thoughts are down below. And as usual, I hope you are having a wonderful day. Also, it's the holiday season. Reach out to family, reach out to friends. You're never alone. And as usual, I will see you in the next video. Peace out.